All right, we'll just jump into it. I think it's welcome everybody, episode 23 to the Picking Pennsylvania podcast. I am Justin, the Susquehanna Picker. We have Hippie down below and also eBay Ron down there as well.
Hey.
Busy week. We here in Central PA, we actually moved from Arizona. We went from being in Arizona to Seattle. We went from desert to 10, 12 days of solid rain. So depressing.
Well, my brother is in Arizona. He's in Tucson, and I think he's on day 27 or something like that of 100 plus days in a row.
Ooh, not for me. So it's wet. Today's supposed to be the last day of the rain here in Central PA. Then it's supposed to get nice and cool and 60s. So that would be nice. Head on over and follow us on all the socials, YouTube, Facebook. Oh, boy, I forget. Instagram. Got it all out there. Ron's Online Treasures on eBay. H Steelers on eBay. The trivia group on our my text group is going berserk. People can't make it. Let's see. Where else we got? And Susquehanna Picker on eBay. So it was a pretty crappy week this weekend anyway. More rain, so the yard sales kind of got diminished or canceled. I got duped. Sons of bitches. Yeah. I was out. I like to dabble with DoorDash when it's kind of crappy and slow and we're not doing nothing. So I was out DoorDashing Friday night, and I go down Middletown Road and I see the sign for a community yard sale. And it said South Point, but the sign was actually in front of the Deer Path neighborhood.
Deer Path, Deer Path.
Yeah, I hate South Point. They're never any good, but Deer Path to me, I've always liked. I'm thinking, well, maybe they just got it wrong. So Deer Path is Saturday morning. Well, I wake up Saturday. It's kind of rainy. Travel down there. It's not Deer Path. It's South Point, which sucked. There was only about 3 people open. I was pissed. Like, why would you put your sign in front of another neighborhood? I know it connects, but like South Point's all the way in the back. You know, that's not the main entrance to South Point. South Point is like the traffic light down from there.
I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna start pulling signs and throwing them out when they don't match up. I'm tired of it.
You got Forest Hills this weekend.
I won't be around. This weekend's gonna be crazy.
I haven't gone out in 3 weeks.
It wasn't that good in the spring.
Yeah, I told Joe
You got what?
I can't remember what I got in the spring.
I didn't get anything.
I didn't
through
even go through there.
I think I might have bought 1 or 2 things. I went through. I ain't get nothing. Too many people.
I almost I forget. I need a sheet by my computer of what the hell we're gonna do. So we'll do drink of the day. Anybody drinking?
Nope.
I'm tired.
Barks root beer.
Great Monster. Barks root beer. Why do you drink Barks, Joe?
It was on sale. Doesn't matter. Zero sugar. It's the zero stuff.
Well, that's their slogan, right? Sarah likes Barks. I think Barks has bite. Wasn't that their old slogan or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sticking with the White Monster. I need it today. I got too much shit to do. I need to stay awake. It's our drink of the day, and stay tuned for our top 5 later on in the show. Our top 5 this week is going to be the top 5 most disgusting or worst places to clean. Could be anywhere. Could be your house, your car. You could be specific. You could be non-specific. So that's later in the show. So stay tuned for that. Back to the yard sales this week. It was junk. It was just rainy. But this weekend looks loaded. I won't be around. I'm heading out of town. My wife and I are heading down to West Virginia. Maybe stumble across a couple of yard sales in the morning if we're down there putzing around. Harper's Ferry in Charlestown. Just a little getaway. But yeah, I saw lots of signs out Friday night when I was door dashing that there's a good amount of community yard sales in the area on Saturday. So
yeah, I may get out this weekend.
Let me open that up. I believe next week would be Hershey, the 8th.
Yep.
Are you still in, Ron? Because I should be able to make it.
Yeah, I should be able to make it.
I'll be in touch with you Monday about details and stuff.
Okay.
I should be able to. I got to put the day in at work tomorrow for that. So.
Well, this weekend is Fall Carlisle. So that would make sense. People
there and then they'll go over Hershey. They go straight over,
Well, I got to turn this off because...
Interesting. I may actually go out to there, not to buy, but just to look. The weather's going to be nice.
AirPods Pro. I walked out the door to work this morning and forgot my AirPods. I pulled them out yesterday and forgot where I put them. I was worried all day because it kept showing they were in our grass. Like I must have dropped them in the yard. But there's a notification now on Apple that you can notify, kind of like an AirTag. So whenever an iPhone passes them, it will let you know they've been in the area. Well, I got home, I found them. My phone won't stop dinging because, of course, my phone's near them and they're connected now. My wife's phone, Patrick's phone. All of our devices are near my AirPods, so every time somebody gets near them, it goes off. So I have to shut that notification off. I was hoping they weren't in the grass. I was like, "Oh, that's going to be $200," but yeah. So I didn't buy anything this weekend. There was 4 yard sales in that neighborhood. I decided not to go anywhere else because I didn't want to take the chance. Some of them were rain or shine, and it was raining. And that's one of my pet peeves. People put like a yard sale or a community yard sale, especially, and they'll put a rain date of a different date, but they don't inform you if it's been moved or not. Because like Saturday morning wasn't bad rain. It wasn't torrential rain. So was it enough to warrant moving it to the rain date, or were they still going to have it?
I guess it really depends if it's a nicer development where the houses have garages. People can sit in their garage.
Yeah, there was one Saturday out in Reading, had 75 plus homes. And Patrick had a baseball game in Fredericksburg, but his game got canceled. I was going to head out there, but that one was rain date. But I know the neighbor. I think it was that big neighborhood we went to, Joe, on our way back one time. You got that? You got the Howard? Was it Herman Miller chairs or Howard Miller chairs?
Oh yeah.
I got that tube amp sitting there all morning. That Pioneer tube amp. But nobody ever updated the post to whether or not it was going to be pushed to Sunday or not. And if it was, Sunday was worse. I mean, it poured Sunday. Anything good sell this week? You guys sell anything good?
I sold a good watch again. Another swatch.
Was it a swatch or was it a different one?
It was another swatch. It was the same one. Actually, the person who bought the last one bought this one again. My other one.
Of the same watch?
Same exact watch, just different limited edition number.
Oh. Maybe wanted to wear one and wanted to collect one.
Maybe.
Could be. I don't know. I didn't go through my... Maybe I'll do this. It's easier to look on my phone while I'm on the computer. I had a lot of sales last week. I just sold a Nintendo Game Boy game. Had a good amount of sales. Sold a couple jerseys so far.
Some of those.
Yeah, nothing too dramatic.
I tell you, today's been real slow. So was Sunday for me.
I've been steady. I've been averaging about 4 or 5 sales a day, which is pretty good for me for only having 470 listings on there.
Yeah. A lot of my sales have been popping off overnight.
Do you find yourself shipping to one location, Ron, a lot lately, or one geographical area?
I'm actually shocked. I'm hitting a lot of Florida stuff in the last couple of days.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah, so was I. New Jersey, Florida, and California. Nowhere else. Oh, I sold that neck stretcher.
Yeah, so did I. But mine's not gonna get paid for. Mine's going overseas. A zero feedback rating. So I put what'd yours go for?
120.
Mine went for 197.
Yeah, mine was a different style than what we've normally sold, Joe. Like, was yours was in the case, right?
Yeah, I had a bag for it.
Yeah, mine didn't. Mine was just Ron was with me when I got that out there off Springford.
Yeah, okay.
Remember? Yeah. I forget what the guy had. The guy had a bike or something, maybe, or no, vacuum. Didn't you buy another damn vacuum?
I got about 4 or 5 vacuums in the garage.
I was gonna buy one for you this weekend, and somebody had a rainbow for $10, and it was a newer one. It was like a $200 vacuum. I didn't want it.
Should have got it.
I know. I should have got it.
Like that, I would have picked up from you.
Yeah.
I put it in the garage.
It was clean too. It was one of the newer ones. It was a newer one. You know, it was pretty clean.
Yeah, you should have grabbed it, man.
Yeah.
The canister itself's not hard to ship. And then if you don't want to deal with the tube, you just sell the power head tube separately. The power heads go what, 80 or 150?
It depends. It was I don't know, it's the one with the little water drop. Got the little blue water drop on the top. I forget what it is.
The D4 or something like that, or
it might have been, yeah, something. I mean, they were averaging 2 something. I just didn't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, Atomic Warehouse had an auction. The guy who used to run it sold it to this other guy, so he consigned with one of the auctioneers. I think it might have been Kenny, and he had a sale. It was just at vintage vacuum cleaners.
Huh.
And me and Kurt, said, okay, I want this. Okay, I want this. And we divided it up. And I think between the two of us, we must have bought 300 vacuums. Yeah, both of us, we both tried to hit. They had lots of hoses. They were on coat racks. And probably 100 hoses.
Jesus.
And I didn't want to go too high because just like he said the same thing. You don't know what they go to.
Yeah. Now, if they were all if one rack was all rainbow hoses or all curvy hoses or something, that's different. But if they're just random.
Oh, there are tons of, they're probably all different colors and different manufacturers. Just like with Rainbow, they all have the hoses that come in, disconnect, but they probably have 25, 30 different types of hoses depending on the model of the vacuum.
Yeah, I haven't sold a Rainbow in a while. I haven't seen one. I've seen them, but they've always been way high. I like to snag them up for $10 to $25. I sold them Cutco steak knives. I didn't sell that whole block I had. I just separated. I sold the steak knives for $155. That's about my biggest sale.
Yeah, the only thing I sold part of what I only got one thing last week. I got those. Did you see those letters? All those enamel metal letters I got?
No.
Oh yeah, I sold a group of them. Somebody had a 1, 2. Oh, they must have had a dozen containers of them. About 6-inch green enameled letters, vintage letters. A mix of them. I don't think there's no A's and no I's, but I have one guy say, "Hey, would you sell me just the word jungle?" I said, "Yeah, I think I can do that." I sold them to him for $30, but then somebody bought the whole lot that I had on there for $2, and I still got another 2 lots to put on. There were about 68 of them in that lot, and I have 80 on there now.
It sucks that those valves are gone.
What's that? The
I said
vowels.
it slips with the owls. The vowels, the A and I.
Yeah. There was only one A, and I actually threw it out. It was rough. It was really bad. But yeah, there's O's and there's U's. There's some Y's, but yeah. Oh, E's. I do have E's. There's a bunch of E's. So.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering. I got a shit. Did I sell that last night? I did. I didn't know if I still had it. I don't know where the hell I got it from. Oh, it was over there behind Wegmans, that neighborhood Joe. I don't know what was in there. Oh, there was a shit.
The one right behind or up the street? The one adjacent to it.
Well, you go across the creek. It's the same neighborhood, but it's split. One's on the left, one's on the
left.
right.
Yeah. The one where you got the Legos that year. Or I
Yeah.
saw the Lego. Yeah. Okay.
I got Penn State ornaments out of there this year, which I'm doing really good on. Lady had in her grass. It's where I got that grass. Remember, I had that soccer stadium grass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It sold for $200 and some. She had a box of DVDs, and I think she had like All in the Family. She had 2 television series in there, sealed, and she only wanted $10 for the whole thing. So I got it. But then I started looking at other stuff. I don't know why I listed this, but I guess it's like some tourists. If you're going to London, you should watch this movie, The Ultimate Guide to London. And it sold overnight. I'm thinking,
no, you got to watch Chevy Chase. Where they go, look, kids, Big Ben.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, European Vacation. And I'm like, it sold for $14.25. I'm thinking to myself, I don't know where I put it. Because I thought I threw them out because they were shit. I don't know why I even listed it, but I had them right here on my desk. I have another England one, and I have a Nazi Germany, the rise and fall of Nazi Germany, some like History Channel's DVD. I'm thinking, oh, glad I found that. I could pack that up tonight. But yeah, that's one of them weird surprises for $15. Sold a Game Boy. I sold the Game Boy overnight. Then I just sold Game Boy game a couple minutes ago. So, like I said, nothing big. Nice steady sales. I priced the jerseys a little bit high. I put that video out on YouTube the other day. I'm so confused with the rain. Tuesday. I think I put it out late Sunday.
Hey, Justin, I sent you an email on what you can do if you sell something that you can't find.
I'm very fortunate. I'm usually really, really good about it now. Every now and then I run into it. Okay, I have to cancel the order, and usually what it is I mistakenly take it to the flea market and sell it, and forget to take it off my eBay store. And I was like, oh shit! And like 6 months later, it sells. I'm like, oh fuck, where did I put it?
Well, the email I sent you will get you out of trouble.
All right, I'll take a gander into that. Nothing else. Did you do any of the eBay Open, Ron? I think that was last week.
No, I did not.
I didn't have time either. I can't. I mean, I'm sure it helps some people. I don't think it would help me as much being a part-time seller, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, I'm upset because ever since COVID, they don't do it in Vegas anymore.
Yeah, I would do that. I would probably go out for that just to have a fun time. Then you could write the whole trip off.
Of course. That's why I'm upset.
Nobody wants to write a trip off to Topeka, Kansas. I'd make Joe go out for that one. And Kevin, too. I don't know if Kevin's ready, though. I don't know if Kevin's ready to go back.
Yeah, I don't know.
We took my father-in-law out there. He got caught up in the bright lights.
You take him down to Fremont Street?
We did. He enjoyed Fremont Street more than anything, which I would too. I mean, if I ever go back to Vegas, which I know I will, I don't think I'm going to hang out on the Strip that much. I'd probably spend most of my time in Fremont Street. That was fun. What do I got? How the hell are they?
Yeah, what I've done before, if we go out for like 5 days, I'll stay in one hotel, but then one of those days I'll book an extra room down at downtown. That way I don't have to check out of the main hotel and then check in and check out and then check back in again.
I don't know if I'd want to stay down on Fremont Street. The Circa's very nice, and downtown Grand looks nice, but there's
a new one. God, I can't remember what it was. Oh my God, the sports bar area, the screen must have been
Circa, the Circa,
120
beautiful.
feet. It was huge.
Yeah,
it was all new, all brand new.
Are you talking about the inside sports book or the outdoor swimming pool one?
No, this was a casino.
Oh yeah, it's called the Circa.
It was on the second floor, so I was up there. I think the first floor might have been, 2 years ago. Maybe the first floor might have been smoking, and the second floor was non.
Yeah, that's the Circa, and they have a huge indoor sports book. I mean, it's the whole wall. Like it's massive.
Yeah, it is.
But they, I don't know when it opened, maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah, it was brand new.
They have a swimming pool called the sports book at the Circa pool. Ron, if you thought that inside wall was big, you should go out to the outdoor pool. It's twice as big with swim up bar. You don't even got to get out of the water. You can swim up to the bar, get a drink, and then sit there and put beds in and sit in the pool and watch the games. It's crazy looking. We ate next door at the top of Binion Steakhouse, and our table was actually overlooking that swimming pool.
Yep,
like,
you're
holy
right.
Shit. Yep, it's a beautiful, beautiful hotel.
Yeah, I collect casino chips. $1 casino chips every place I've been.
Yeah, that's why I got Patrick. It's the cheapest souvenir when I went out there. I walked and walked and walked, but I'd walk in one casino, get $1 chip, put $20 in the machine, walk out, just up and down the strip. But there was one game at Four Queens up on Fremont Street.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Streak, Silver Lady slot machine. And every probably 25 spins, it would kick out it wasn't really a bonus. It would kick you out a sterling silver coin.
Yep.
And I mean, there's I don't know if she's nude or not, but there's a lady on that one.
I think Danbury or Franklin Mint, I think might have put those out.
Yeah, these are they're legit. They're
they're worth face value. Probably they're worth more for scrap, but
I think they're $20 tokens. You can take them to the cashier cage and get $20 a token. Mm-hmm. Or they're worth more than that in scrap. I mean, it's fine silver. So if silver's at 33 an ounce, sterling would probably be what, 20, 25, something like that.
I don't know.
But yeah, they're $60 if we ever go back.
There you go.
And of course, Kevin couldn't hit it, Joe.
Oh, really?
Me and Steven, and I popped 2 off in a row, and Kevin's like, I can't win this fucking machine. I just want a fucking coin. I said, here, take one of my coins. No, I want to win the coin. He probably fed the machine $80 before he got a $20 coin. Meanwhile, I'm over playing the hell did I start playing? I think I was playing $5 blackjack. It's a sketchy casino. I'm not gonna lie, but it was fun because you could sit down at tables just for fun and play $5. You can play $5 on the hand, but then play $20 on the side bet. So you're betting more on the side bet than you are the actual hand. But yeah, it's fun. I like Fremont Street. Definitely need to go back. I meant to talk to Shorty to get him on here this week, but I forgot. It would have been a good week because I can't imagine he's fishing at all with the weather.
I doubt it. Yeah.
So nobody attended the eBay Open.
Nope.
I can't think of any. I was trying to watch some. I've been watching other eBay sellers. Nobody's really scoring anything big. Everybody just seems to be going with the flow, selling regular merchandise. I think my jersey score was probably the biggest score, and it's not the biggest, but it's it's not too often I buy a lot of like one thing in one clip. I mean, they kind of fall into your lap. Usually that's a private pick or something, or private collection. But sold a couple of those. Spent $400 on them all. I think I'm at $340 in sales. And I think I've sold three jerseys. So about $100 a piece.
Yeah.
And Christ knows I got 40 more fucking jerseys up. Now they're not all $100 jerseys. A lot of the Eagles jerseys are like $35 to $50 jerseys, but
now you list live. You don't use a listing software package, do you?
No, what I do is I do the listing on my phone and save it as a draft, go in and touch it up, and then I just keep drafts.
Okay.
And usually on my way to work in the morning, or I'll schedule them just to start, put 10 listings on a day or 15 and schedule them 1 minute apart. And then
now, do they charge you anymore? Do they charge now for scheduling? They used to.
No. I haven't been charged with the store. I don't know about auction style. They might.
Yeah, it used to be 10 cents every time you would have an auction and try and schedule it.
I read an article. I read a headline today. Let me see if this comes up.
Yeah, when you have I have a listing software package I use, and when I sell, if I have I'm still working on my swatches. All I do is find the previous listing and just duplicate it, and all I got to do is change the title, the model number, take new pitch, change any schematics and the technical information, and it's done.
I mean, that's usually what I do. I just find somebody else's listing and kind of sell similar and enter my own pictures and touch up my own personal information on it.
I had a guy contact me. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. He goes, are you trying to pull a fast one here? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, you're copying somebody else's listing. And he showed me a link. And I'm like, what really sucks is that A, they copied mine. And B, they sold theirs for more money before I even sold mine. I can't remember what it was. So when they do sell similar, they didn't go in and change anything. They didn't even change the pictures.
Oh, I always add my personalized message at the end. Like, any questions, please ask. For larger items, no PO boxes. I mean, last thing I want is somebody to buy something freaking massive.
Sell a vacuum and it goes to Alaska.
Yeah, and there's no
somebody's PO box.
PO box. The FedEx ain't going to deliver it there. And visit my YouTube channel and all that good stuff. Just nonsense stuff there at the bottom. Generic business stuff. So that's always in there. So that will always differentiate. But here's the article I read. Several news sources. I heard it on the way to work this morning. eBay scraps its fees for private sellers in the UK. Did you guys hear about this?
Nope.
In latest response to rivals such as Depop, which is another selling platform, and Vinted, users now only pay transaction fees on sales of vehicles. So I don't know. The article doesn't go into details.
I wonder if it's an evaluation thing, because selling over it in the UK with this new EU laws, you have to fill out so much pertinent information about the item you're selling. Exactly where it's from, what chemicals are in it. You got to list all the chemicals out. What if you're selling a used T-shirt from 20 years ago? You're not going to be able to look any of that information up. It's crazy what they got to go through now to sell over there.
Yeah, I was just glancing. I'm not paying to read the whole article, but I'm wondering because a lot of these other platforms, like the competition, like that Deep, I don't know too much about Depop or Vinted, but I think Macari did it now too. That if you as the seller don't pay the fee, the
The
buyer
buyers.
does.
Yeah, I heard of that. I heard that. I think you told me that.
And I don't know if that's the case with the eBay in the UK. It just says it doesn't sound like it is. I don't know how eBay's going to make their money then, but I mean, unless they're charging people to list the item like a flat like 25 cents a list, but if I'm assuming the store subscriptions globally are the same, roughly the same price.
I would imagine, yeah.
So I don't know how eBay intends to make money. I
Oh,
can't. Maybe maybe they don't have the market share overseas like they once did. I mean, I did read an article off their last quarterly report. I mean, eBay in the United States is doing strong. They're getting over $2 million, or I'm sorry, over 2 million sellers a month. I was like, it's not bad. 2 million people selling crap a month is not too shabby. Although you think it would be higher, and most people cross list anymore. And everybody's just, I mean, we're selling just eBay, but I know a lot of people who they pay a cross listing platform to sell. You know, when they list the item, it sells on or it lists on eBay, Macari, and Poshmark, and all. I don't know. I can't keep track of that shit.
I'm busy enough just trying to keep up with the maintenance stuff with eBay. I mean, for me to try and move my stuff on Etsy or Amazon, or I just don't know if I can do it.
I mean, the platform's nice, and it's supposed to remove it for you. So if it's supposed to. So if you sell something overnight on Etsy, it should take it off your eBay store.
Yeah, but what's the lag time between them taking it off? Because how many times have you put stuff on and all of a sudden 30 seconds later bang, it's sold?
Yep.
You know, because people have saved searches, and if something comes up, they get a notification, they hit buy it now, and it's gone. You know, I would imagine there's got to be some kind of lag time between, you know, by the time you say you sell it on Macari, how long is it going to take for them to report it to your listing platform and then have them communicate with eBay and then pull it off? I mean, it can't be instantaneous. There's got to be some kind of, you know,
yeah. I don't know if that's something you can set up like to update it every 15 minutes, every hour, every 24 hours. Because if it's every 24 hours, that just spells disaster. I mean, that maybe not for me, but for somebody like you, Ron, with 4,000 or 5,000 listings, you know, shit. You sell 100 things on different platforms and it doesn't refresh for 24 hours. That stuff can sell quickly. Then you're doubling sales, and you're going to have to cancel a lot of sales, which will get you booted off.
I'm trying to find what all platforms my listing software uses.
Do you sell a lot of clothes, Ron? I know you have a whole thing of vintage clothes, you say, but do you have a lot of clothes listed?
No, I've got some, but most of the stuff I had, textiles and stuff, is sold already.
I mean, I could see that. I don't buy enough clothes because I don't hang around yard sales to go through clothes that often. If I see a North Face, I just sold a North Face jacket. If I see North Face, I buy it, but I'm not flipping through racks of clothes at a yard sales looking for one item. But if I did,
like some things like Patagonia, you can't sell it being used. You can't have the tag in the pictures. You could put new without tags. But just don't picture the tag.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
If I did a lot of clothes, if I split my stuff 70-30 of general merchandise to clothes, I would probably cross list the clothes to Poshmark. Poshmark to me is obviously a clothing retailer. Yeah. But that's the only thing I would even think about doing, and I'm not doing it.
I use a package called 6-Bit, and I pay $25 a month for it, and it can cross list on eBay, Etsy, Shopify, and it says currently on hold, and Hip Sites, which I never heard of.
I never heard of Hip Sites.
Yeah.
Hip Sites. Never heard of that one. All right, we are 36 minutes in. Well, actually, a little bit less because I hit record right at the beginning, so we're going to edit the first part out. But we'll get into our top 5. Top 5 most disgusting or worst places you want to clean or have to clean. Have any trouble with the list, Joe?
Yeah. I mean, I got a few things on here.
Once we get rolling, I'm sure the shit will come to mind.
I mean, I got a few on here.
I try to keep mine to, in the beginning, strictly to eBay related.
Yeah, I got a couple that are eBay related.
This is a tough one to lean towards that though.
Yeah, I only have like 1 or 2 that could be related to eBay. Well, let's just go to the wheel. Hold on, shit. I didn't put you in dark green either, Joe.
I don't want to be first today anyway.
Green picker wheel. All right, we are. Is it up there? Okay, it's up there. We put Ron in the green.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Keep going. Go. Oh, damn it. Knock it off.
I was either, but I shit. I get third pick.
There you go.
Let me get the screen here. Stop screen. Get back to where it should be. Close that out. So, Joe, you're up first with the top pick of the worst or things you don't want to clean.
Well, I guess this one could be. I'll do an eBay related one. This is kind of eBay related. My computer keyboard. That's.
Oh yeah.
I don't even do it. I find brand new ones at the yard sales, and I
That's
keep
what you need.
Canned
air.
Oh no! I just throw it out. Throw it out and put a new one on. I got canned air. That's still too much work, and it's pretty dusty now. So I might dust it off, but you drip a little bit of Barks root beer or something on it. Yeah, eventually I just pull the plug and put a brand new one on there. I get them at a yard sale for $1 or $2.
Hey Joe, if you do a 6-pack of dust, Costco sells it, and you don't have to show your license for it either. You buy it if you go to Staples. You got to show your license for the stuff anymore. But Costco, you don't. You can buy a whole 6-pack.
Got to scan
nothing or something.
And you got to scan your ID card going into the Costco now. They got the scanners set up.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I went in yesterday. I just walked right by it. I'm just holding my phone up with my picture, and she says,
"Could you upside down?
Could you scan that over here?" And I'm like, "What? Oh, yeah, they got a scanner on both sides of the door now."
Somebody was dared to do that upside down into their member down below.
Oh, I bet that felt good.
He had to get castrated.
Yeah.
It destroyed it.
That's like liquid nitrogen when it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you turn it upside down, yeah.
That's usually how I chase Patrick out of the office, or if he's up there, I turn it upside down and hits him with that cold air. PC. I blow mine out, but I don't wipe it down. Mine's disgusting.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got 2 new ones in the closet. I picked them up at yard sales, and I'll pop a new one on there and throw it out when I'm done.
That's a good one. I did not have that on my list. That is a very good one. Ron, over to you on your first pick.
I'm going to say cast iron skillets.
Yeah.
If you sit there and take the time to restore it and season it, that can take days.
Oh yeah. I partially did one. Do you remember that one I got up in up in Allentown? That one that was completely rusted. I scrubbed it enough to get get the rust off of it, and I got good money for it. But I let them do the seasoning and stuff. But I got the rust off of it. But it took me 2 hours to scrub that thing down real good.
Wow. I got a Griswold 13, I think, or was it a 14? I got $1,100 for it, and I got it out of somebody's trash.
Did you season it? You completely
no,
did
I
it?
thought it was just the way it was. It wasn't.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Joe, where's them people who had that out there? Didn't they? They had something else. I asked for the price, and it was like astronomical.
Yeah.
And you pick up that was like a Dutch oven or something.
Yeah,
like,
it was. Yeah, lit a Dutch oven. Yeah, with the insert inside. I think it had the trivet inside too.
It was like $2.
It was cheap.
I'm like, hey, how much for this Fenton Bell? And they're like, oh, that's $45 or something. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, cast iron skillets, they can be a pain. I'll do my first eBay one is battery compartments. I mean, some are beyond repair, but sometimes you can get it cleaned up a little bit of baking soda or vinegar or hydrogen peroxide just on a Q-tip. I mean, not a lot, but usually I don't mess with it. If it's to the point of beyond repair, I don't. It is what it is. But.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point now where I buy something takes batteries. Old Simon Says, the old Mattel electronic games. I take the covers off, look on the backs.
Yep.
Walkmans.
And if there's a little bit of corrosion, I'll still buy it and I'll knock that out there. I got this. I don't know where the hell I got it at, but it's so damn useful. These are tools. It's a Stanley. That's a small flathead. Where's my good one at? Oh. Malco A1. It's like an ice pick. It's just nice enough to get in there and pop the corrosion and battery acid out of the springs.
I got these things in with my watch repair kit. They're actual dental picks.
Oh yeah, that'd be good scrapers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll clean them sometimes, but I hate doing it because then you gotta go wash your hands, or you're in there fucking around with the spring and it shoots it up, and you're like trying to not let it get in your eye first. All right. And the second one I think is probably the most disgusting. And there could be different parts of this. Anybody can use this, but this is one specific area of this thing. Where the toilet seat attaches to the toilet. There's like them two bolts.
The hinges. Yeah, down by the hinges.
That is
the covers.
God, that is the worst.
Yeah.
And in a male household too. It's myself and Patrick. Oh my God. I don't even want to think about it. It makes me gag just thinking about it. It's just
Speaking of toilets, I just bought one of these for my brother because he turned 50. I was trying to find unique items for him. It's a motion activated LED light for the toilet. So if you get up in the middle of the night, you can go in and you can get to change colors and stuff. So you ain't got to turn the lights on and blind your eyes.
Yeah.
So
I'll go in the door. Hey, if I'm waking up in the middle of the night, I'm sitting down to pee. I'm not taking that chance. Or if I'm drunk. If I'm drunk, I'm sitting down to pee.
We just helped move my mom over to the home and my stepdad. And I'm like, why is your wedding album disgusting? She goes, your stepfather came home drunk one night and thought he was in the toilet, and he opened the dresser drawer and he pissed on all over.
Oh.
So she kept it for spite. And I said, Bill. He goes, what? I didn't do anything wrong. I don't remember.
We had a guy working just woke up in the middle of the night and pissed in his closet. I actually know 2 people who's done that drunk. But yeah, I don't take no chances. In the middle of the night, I'm sitting down. I will sit down. Yeah, not necessarily the whole toilet. It's just where that seat fixes to the bowl. Oh, no sirree. Back to you there, Ron.
I'm going to say paint splatter or overspray.
Yeah, that's a pain.
Depends what it is. It might be, sometimes you could take a razor blade or a screwdriver and flake it off, or you can use goof on or goof off. But depending on the material you're trying to clean, it can ruin the surface. That stuff like melts plastic.
Oh yeah. I got a bottle of Goo Gone, and I also have the pen. Goo Gone on the go. That works a little bit better for stickers. Kind of looks like a highlighter tip.
I got Goo Gone, Goof Off. For stainless steel stuff, barkeepers, a bartender, friend.
Yeah, I got everything. I got a refill jug.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Big old can of Neverdoll.
Neverdoll.
Oh, dude, it looks like, wow, this is gonna reek.
Silver polish. Got the silver polish.
You know, my buddy uses for cleaning vintage stereo equipment. You know, the silver face stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He uses oven cleaner. He goes, it works the best.
I bet Neverdoll would work good on that. I mean, it's good for marine hardware, brass, copper, silverware, automotive trim. You like rip a little piece of the cotton off, and then you wipe it on, leave it sit, and then you wipe it and buff it out with your towel. Man, between the air duster and that Neverdoll, I got dying up here. Yeah, paint splatter. Oh. Over to you, Joe. Number 2.
Well, I don't have one anymore, but the worst thing was the on a grill, on an outdoor grill, the little jar that you would catch the drippings. Oh man, that thing would get so rancid sometimes. That's why usually you could put a can, a soda can, you could cut that thing and it would sit in there. But you still have man, I used to wheel that thing around on the sidewalk and it would just drip around and lay on the ground. Oh, it's rancid.
I'm gonna mark that down as grease traps because on my list, when I was a teenager, I worked at a restaurant, and at the end of the night, you had to take the sides. Our flat top had both sides, and you dumped it into the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Fucking home fries in there from the morning time. They're just
and at the restaurants, the grease traps, that shit can be there for weeks. Some of that stuff.
We empty them every day. We didn't wash them every day. We empty them. I think we washed them once a week, maybe twice a week. But we used to put it. This was at the Point or the Point Mall when it was the mall.
Oh yeah.
So we would empty them.
And we would go way back.
Yeah,
way back. 20 years.
Rumpelstiltskin.
I'm 43, so yeah, 30.
RWDs.
I started at Chuck E. Cheese when I was 14, and I think that was considered the Point Mall then.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That'd be 29. No, 30, 31. No, about 28 years ago. I was 14 when I started there as a busboy. But yeah, we'd empty them into like a Home Depot bucket. And then we put them on this flat cart. And to get out back, because at the time it was still a mall, you had to walk through the mall. And we had our to-go window in the back. And my buddy Mike, and we just got there and goof off. We bust the fluorescent tubes in the dumpster. But he was wheeling the cart, and when we got to the lip to go outside where like the giant dumpsters are and shit, and our grease dumpster was out back, and he hit that lip with the cart and got stuck, and the bucket slid like 2 feet before the momentum just fucking grease everywhere. Oh man, we had to mop it up, ruined 3 mop heads. We're out there with the greaser. Oh, it was a mess. Grease traps. Yeah, you're number 3 there, Joe.
We're gonna stay. We're gonna stick with traps, and we're gonna go with the old S trap on the sinks. If you drop something down in there, you go in there and pop that apart and get in there. S traps can be pretty nasty too.
Oh, big thing of hair come out of there.
Oh, especially if you got a dishwasher connected to it.
Oh. What was that movie? He pulls it out of there. He's like, it looks like a Wookiee, man. Oh. Made another sale. $8. Over to you, Ron, for number 3.
I have oven/toaster oven/toasters written down.
Yep.
That same thing. The toaster oven gets too dirty, out it goes. Time for a new one.
You know what? No, when you get a chance, look at like GE toaster ovens on eBay. High price. There are certain ones. It's been a while. So I should look them up. I used to be able to get $200 for these classics.
Yeah, I remember you telling us that one time, Ron. Like the old ones.
Yeah.
I don't have a GE, so I ain't worried about it.
Yeah. We don't even have a toaster oven. We have we use an air fryer.
Well, that's mine has convection on it, so I use the same way as an air fryer. I just turn the convection on it all the time.
New old stock. Yeah. There's one Black & Decker, $600.
Jesus.
Here's a GE.
I'm looking at it too.
25.
Yeah, some of them Black & Deckers, man, 200, 225, 300. Jesus.
Yeah, they're still popping for 100 plus.
They're the old wedding gifts that never got used.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones I used to do real well. No one knew about them. They had a little, like a double bar in the front. It almost looks like a space bar on a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
You press it and then it pops down. And I never found one yet that didn't work.
So yeah, toaster ovens for Ron. My number 3 is going to be. It's not really disgusting, but I found out when I was selling all those Winnie the Pooh ceramic figurines, just cleaning some of the dirt and film off of them, because the paint would come off with it. So you didn't want to damage, wipe the paint off the shit. So it was just tedious. I hated doing it. So I'll put the ceramic or porcelain figurines.
Toothbrushes work good for that. When I go to the dentist, I always ask for a toothbrush.
That's what I started doing, but then you had to kind of like dab it off there. Like when you start wiping it, the paint starts like, oh shit. I noticed that with a couple of them I had. It's like, ugh. Then I just started saying, fuck it. I only bought them for $1 a piece, so I'm going to sell them as is.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to the buyer to clean them up. I'm going to say for my number 4, I don't know what you call the area. I'll mark it down as cup holders in cars. But it's that area in between the seat and the cup holders, your console area. Oh, the cup holders in general, man. Everything's sticky.
That's the crumb tray.
Yeah, the crumb tray. Like you find that weird McDonald's French fry from 3 years ago that just never got picked up by the vacuum at the car wash, but
petrified.
Oh, it's just hard as a rock. Everything change. You ever pick up that penny? You pick it up and it actually sticks to your finger because
Like, what
Got a
the hell is
little,
this?
little bit of hair and fuzz on it. And
it's like, well, I'll let it suck. Oh, a quarter. I'll keep the quarter. And you pick up the quarter, and you can't get the quarter off your finger. Then it's like, oh shit. Now they make them little ceramic things that sit in your cup holders. Do you guys see those? I don't know what it. I think
oh,
it's a little bit
yeah,
porous, like a sand dollar.
they're a pain in the ass because we had one in the old car in the Juke. It would always stick to the bottom of you. Pick it up and clunk clunk. Like, what the hell was that? It stuck to the bottom of the cup and would clank and make a hell of a racket. What the hell is that? Yeah, yeah.
That's like the cup holders at the casino.
Yeah.
Get a beer,
Yeah.
you pick it up, and you're not paying attention. All of a sudden, you hear this big loud clank, and you're like, "Oh my god, did I drop it? No, it's still in my hand."
Yeah.
Yeah, cup holders, man. I don't know how car detailers do it. I don't know how they do it. I can't imagine the shit they see.
Oh yeah.
Ron's 4.
I'm going to say moldy stuff.
Oh, the good Tupperware that I'm afraid to throw out because Sarah might yell, but it's got some mold in there. You just got to suck it up and clean it.
Plastic get mold on it. Yeah, that's time to throw away.
Well, you forget about it in your car on your way home from work, and then 2 months later, like, oh, there's where that nice Tupperware thing is. And you look in there, and it's just black mold.
You ever see bicycle tires? They get what looks like mold all over them from age.
Oh, I've never seen mold on them.
Yeah, people they take an old bike, they put it up in the attic because they don't want to get rid of it. And then all that heat. They're actually called warts, but yeah, it looks like mold. The tires just they get disintegrated.
I know that rubber, anything that old rubber, it gets all tacky. You try to wipe that shit down, it snags your towel.
Oh my god! I hate
yeah.
And I have no idea what to clean that stuff with.
It's goof off or goo gone. Goo gone works a lot of times for that.
It
Sometimes
does.
sometimes Windex will work too.
But if you do it like on camera stuff or anything plastic, that goo gone just eats it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst. Like, man, where were we, Joe? Was that private pick down by Penn National up on that 3rd floor? Remember we met the people who went to my aunt's church.
Yeah.
Everything was heat. It got so hot up there, Ron. Everything was warped from the heat. And then I picked something up rubber, and then you can't get that shit off your hands.
Oh, it sticks. It gets on your fingers.
Oh. And we're out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I didn't even think there was a gas station till we got back towards Chambersburg. So, and we hit the yard sales afterwards, and like, oh, every yard sale you're going to, every time you close your hand, it's just tacky.
Go to get the money out and it sticks.
It's like it's Christmas Vacation with the sack.
You're like, here, don't you get the money? Take it. You're like,
oh yeah. 4 for you there, Joe.
Cigarette smoke infested stuff.
Oh, that should be number 1.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's clothes. You can at least you can wash them, but man, most anything else, especially anything that you plug in and warms up.
Yeah,
stereo equipment and stuff like that. As soon as that shit starts warming up, you can tell right away.
Especially hasn't been started in a while. It heats up.
Oh yeah. Oh, it just rips right up out of there.
I still have something in my car. I don't know what it is. I thought I found it one day. At first, I thought it was that black leather Harley Davidson jacket I got. I took that out. It's not that. I don't know what it is.
I picked up a Dyson stick broom 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I needed a new battery, so I got a new battery online and hooked it up. Got it plugged in, wiring it around. blowing out. It was definitely from a smoker's house. Oh, coming right out the exhaust. I'm like, wow.
The number one thing electronic that I usually have about a 70% chance of it being smoke damaged or smell like smoke is scanners, like police scanners.
Yeah.
You like the Radio Shack ones or Unidens, Bearcats. As soon as you plug them in and wait about 5 minutes, everything's oh boy, it really starts to rock then. Yeah, smoke that didn't even think about that one, but that's my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah. Yeah, I very rarely do I buy stuff that I can smell a lot of smoke off of, depending on what it is.
Mm-hmm. That's I am always that weird guy at yard sale sniffing something.
Put the glue down.
Yeah. How much does that tape measure? A quarter? All right, I can resist.
Give it the old give it the old Joe Biden.
Yeah. Give it a little quick sniff. Oh yeah. Oh, smoke, man. And I used to smoke for the longest time.
Yeah, I did too, but yeah. Never inside. Never inside.
No. And cars, man, that's the worst too. You know what the worst?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Resellers, we talk about like the scanners and stuff, electronics. To me, the worst smelling thing of smoke is like we shouldn't be smoking in the vehicles at work, but people do, or at least they sit there with the door open and smoke. And you get in their truck, or you get in that truck to plow in the wintertime, and you jack up the heat, and it's just that initial burst of
Just see, they don't realize it.
Just fucking Marlboro.
Yeah, you're right.
Marlboro,
They don't.
Yeah, the Marlboro man just smacks you right in the face as soon as that heater kicks on. Raiders news. Yeah, smoke is the worst. Where you at there, number 5 there, Joe?
I'm going to go back to work related and your toilet thing with that. Not with you, but just work. I could never. I don't know how the custodians at the post office do it. I am not cleaning fucking toilets out in public.
Public toilets.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit easier to clean your own at home, but man, the person that has to clean 300 people's asses a day coming through there. Oh,
it's especially like the porta pots.
Oh. No, porta pots is even easy. I watched them. Oh, they don't do nothing. Oh, they got a spray gun. He pulls in because he comes in there, he sprays it all down, puts a little more blue water in there if he needs it, or sucks some out and puts it back in, and he's done. That's it.
So you wouldn't have a problem cleaning porta potties, Joe?
Not the way they do it. He stands back, sticks the gun in there with the door pretty much closed, sprays her all down.
Are you sure about that? Because you know which one I'm going to bring up to mind.
I watched them at work because we have them at work.
Remember, was that our first year at the 100-mile yard sale?
That door would be practically shut. Just stick that wand in there a little bit for that one. Yeah, that'd be a rough one there. You might want to wear a visor.
I may have said it before, but Ron, we're the town of, I think it was in Carthhouse. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And Joe's like, I'm going up here to use the porta potty, and there's a line, and I'm watching them because I'm looking around at it. It's like a swap meet, and I see Joe open the door and just stare. He comes back, and somebody else goes in. I'm like, what's wrong? He goes, it looks like somebody got shot in the head in there.
Yeah. You ever see the movie was Attack from Mars? When they play the old country singers' music and their heads explode? Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like in there. Somebody's ass exploded. Oh, it was.
Somebody dropped trowel and just bent over and just shot it against the back wall.
They didn't even make it. Oh, just yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, we went up the road. You went off the road. You went out into the woods or something.
I don't
Oh
know.
man. Yeah.
I couldn't even stand back from a distance. I'd be standing outside the door to pee.
Could you imagine being the guy who has to clean the porta potties down like Williams Grove?
Oh,
Oh, because some of them are wild.
Oh,
Wild.
I don't even touch anything.
Oh,
I put the seat up with my feet. I put it down with my feet.
I mean, there's multiple of them too. You're not just cleaning a set of two. I mean, you're probably 20. I mean, oh, you look at some of the guys using them too. It's just like, oh man, that guy's hurting. His guts are bad. Public toilets for Joe. Number 5 for Ron.
I'm gonna say what we talked about earlier. Old vacuum cleaners. You don't know what the hell's in those old bags and stuff.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's, especially you get the power brushes and you're trying to clean the brushes off.
Oh, the hair that's wrapped around the roller.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got the old razor blade knife out there trying to cut the hair so it can get untangled from the roller. That damn roller's got the bristles on there too. And, oh my god. You're like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's like an old melted M&M that's stuck in there too. Just you don't know, man. You have no idea what could be in there. Yeah. How I was sucking up that human teeth there on our vacuum cleaner. That was bagless though. We don't use bags. We use the bagless stuff.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
At least with the bags, you can just take the bag and dump it out.
Yeah, the bagless, you just dump it in the trash and run some water through it.
Yeah, it's easier. Yeah, you unhook that bag and you give it a push the wrong way and it just shoots right out. You get this big burst of dust comes out the bag. Yeah, I like the bagless better.
Yeah, man, you squeeze that bag the wrong way, it's just like a backdraft.
It's like a volcano going off.
I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say this. We don't usually clean ours out, but I keep a couple extra for other things. Trash cans.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily clean our weekly trash cans out, but I have 2 big trash cans for grass because I bag our yard, and I don't have to dump them every week. So after about the 3rd week, I dump them, and it's like, oh man, all that composting. Oh
yeah,
and the green liquid. Oh. And that's got mold on them too.
Yeah. Occasionally, I have to in the summertime. I'll have to spray our big can out. Something will leak in there, and if that heat's going through the week, you get in there. Depending on what you throw out, by the time the trash guy goes, and then you see maggots crawling around. It's like, time to spray that one out because it's going to be hot all week yet.
I mean that's the first thing I do at work every day. Is I got 8 trash cans to check and the crappiest trash bags. You know, the kids are throwing their leftover Starbucks or their cup of ice in the trash and it melts.
Yeah.
Then it will leak. So once you pull the bag out, all that liquid's in the can. Oh. And that hot summer sun, it just bakes. Just fucking custard yogurt shit. It's so bad. It's like, it's like following behind the trash truck, man. And you see the juice just draining out.
Oh yeah, you could. Oh yeah, it's especially in the middle of summer. Oh, it's just horrible.
He the dumpster trash truck just compacted everything, and it's just squeaking. And he starts going 80 miles per hour down 81.
Yeah.
It's just a dripping.
You hear they just crush it. You hear the bags popping, and oh yeah, you're right. It starts oozing out the bottom.
So the worst trash can story was Ron. This was over by where you used to live. Up there in the Winding Hill development.
Yeah.
So when you come up the big hill where the trees are in the middle, and they had that wide open plaza, like a dog park area. where I used to work, we did like common areas there, and it wasn't my job site, but the crew would empty them trash cans every week, and it's just bags of dog shit. And then over winter time, we don't go there. We're not cutting grass every week there. So we would get a call from the management. Hey, you guys got to come get these trash cans emptied. It's like January on a mild January day, and there's just bags of shit on top of the trash. And you can't lift them out. So you're trying to dump the whole bag into another bag. We had this one guy, I won't say his name, but he was pretty strong, but he lifted it up. And the idea was he's going to lift it up and go right to the truck or lift it up and get it into the next bag. Well, he lifted up, and it was only suspended in the air for about 2.5 seconds, and the whole bottom gave out. And the way the trash can's up, rain could get in them. So there's already liquid in there, and then there's dog shit bags, and the whole bottom of the bag came out and just woof. He was soaked of just.
I like how we're
shit.
talking about this before dinner.
I know, right? He was just soaked of dog shit water. Oh, it's so bad. He went straight home, and he didn't come in for work for like 2 days. We thought he got sick or something. Like, yeah, it was, and all we could do is just sit back with our like jaws just dropped. Like that really just happened. Why weren't we recording this? Like,
it's like when you want to laugh but you can't.
Yeah. So that's our top five most disgusting, worst things that you want to clean or have to clean. Any honorable mentions out there?
Yeah, refrigerator coils under there, especially if you had an old refrigerator that might have some stuff under a lot of water. We have a new one, so it's not so bad. But yeah, we've had a few that were older, and you get that moisture and stuff just down in the tray, and you get down in there, and that tray sometimes is a little nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, that was on my list underneath the refrigerator. I had couch cushions written down too. I don't like cleaning. God, especially having a kid. Cheerios, M&M's, Skittles,
just
shit.
Well, in between.
Yeah, in between.
You have a sectional. Oh, you got a sectional? Oh, I got to take everything apart. Oh, yeah. Everything just goes down in between and lays down there with the dog running around and dog hair and everything else. Yeah, it gets nasty under there.
I saw a video one time it was either TikTok or YouTube Shorts. It was moving day bingo. And it was when they lift the couch, people had cards with like paperclip, bubblegum, Skittle, Cheerio,
penny.
Because when they lifted the couch and shook it, and the stuff that would just fall out the bottom of it. And the first person to yell bingo and mark their card off, I was like, oh man. I don't think I had too much else on my list. That was pretty bad. Couch cushions. Oh, book bags. Or just not plastic bags, but just book bags or backpacks or
luggage. Luggage. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they collect stuff down in the cracks and corners and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're like, what the hell? And same thing. What is that? What's sticky? It's always something sticky. Like, not sure what the hell that was.
Melted gum or melted cough drops.
Oh yeah. The lozenges.
Cough drops get nasty. Yeah, they don't even really. Yeah, they kind of melt and they get sticky and.
Them old strawberry candies. they have no name. Yeah. I don't even know if you could buy them. They always came with Hickory Farms. I guess they're just called strawberry candies.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That butterscotch candies and Werther's Original. What? Basically, instead of putting book bags, how about just put grandma's purse? You reach down in the bottom of grandma's purse, man. You don't know what the hell you're coming out there with.
My wife found all kinds of stuff in my mom's purses. She was going through them before she gave them to Goodwill. 'Cause I told her, I said, go through these before you drop them off.
Oh yeah.
She found the Movado watch that I got her for Christmas one year, and she just wore it like a couple days before that. Or money, mouse droppings.
Judge, did I ever tell you of our fruit fly situation?
Mm-mm.
This couple years. This might be before COVID. But you know how Kevin would bring back potatoes from hunting camp?
Yeah.
So he brought us back a small bag. We used some, and I don't know. Sarah put them in the basket in the dining, like a laundry, she kept her shoes and just other shit in there in the dining room. And she put the potatoes in there, and she had shoes on top of them, and they didn't really stink. Like we didn't have an odor. Like we just started getting all these fruit flies. We're like, where the fuck are these things coming from? We had fly strips up. We had like the bug bombs. We didn't know. It just kept coming and coming. We couldn't narrow it down. We were dealing with this for probably about a week and a half. Finally, she's like, I'm just going to clean up the dining room. And she starts to move this thing. And when she moved shoes, like a hatch opened up in early spring. Like, oh, she goes, I found it. Oh, the potatoes went bad. They started like disintegrating, and that's where the flies were coming from.
Was it mushy and gooey? My mom had that happen.
Oh, they are nasty. Potatoes are the worst.
It's just I could still see it. They were still in that damn brown bag too.
For some reason, the smell didn't bother me, and that was my fault for speaking up. Because everyone else is like throwing up. I'm like, well, I got stuck cleaning it.
Yeah, we didn't have a smell until we exposed the bag.
Yeah.
It was just, man, we could not find out where these damn fruit flies or gnats were. They were like gnats.
That's like a damn squirrel you had in the fireplace.
Oh yeah.
That thing was a pain in the ass too.
Yeah, we had a squirrel in our chimney one time, Ron. So he was alive, right?
Well, he
was alive.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah.
Joe came down. I went out and rented a roofing ladder, and he climbed up. We put like a couple like the ropes down.
Yeah, try and let him climb out.
Yeah, to climb out. And a couple days go by, and we didn't hear him. We didn't hear him anymore. We assumed he got his claws on the rope and climbed up out of there. So we got the rope out of there, and we put a steel mesh stuff over top. Goes by, a couple weeks go by. We're like, God, what is that fucking smell? We had no idea. We're like, God, it's really bad over by the fireplace. Right? Oh, it's that squirrel. We had to get that squirrel out, and the flue was a little janky too.
Yeah, we couldn't get the flue open. Finally got it open.
Man,
he was all stiff.
He was mummified, but he stunk like hell. You think once you mummify, like
yeah, he still had a little bit of juice in him.
Oh yeah, that was one of the worst things I smelled. That would be a good top 5 one day. The top 5 odors of all time.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
That would be a good one. I'd like to hear what Shorty has to say about that. That is all I have for today. Anybody else?
Nope, I got nothing.
Nope, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Are you sure after all that nice talk?
Yep. That don't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I got stuff to do tonight. So we'll wrap it up. So thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our top 5 list as always. Head on over to the socials and follow us on YouTube. And like I said, Ron's Online Treasures on eBay, Susquehanna Picker on eBay, H Steelers on eBay. You have anything good on there, Joe?
Nah, makeup.
Oh, you're still selling that makeup?
I got there's a bunch on there yet. I got rid of a bunch of it, but yeah. L'Oreal.
Ron still got swatches. I got NFL jerseys.
All my medical stuff's on there. I did get one. I got 2 lots from that medical place. I should
I
have
was
got
going to
the
ask.
other
I
ones.
meant
But,
to ask. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
What them little displays go for?
I got mine for $80, and the other one for 20. The other ones I ran to 150 and couldn't touch them. So I said, well, you know
Jesus.
what? For $80, I'll take the one that I got.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They went high, I thought.
Yeah. I got the 2 I got for $108 with buyer's premium. So, and they're up to two something. I'm selling them together. So, because the one they have an LED light on the outside of the scope, and the one won't light up. The other one does, and the power units are probably a little bit older, the wall units. So the switch lights don't work. The transformers work. They power up, but they just don't show the green indicator light on them. So it burned out, but it don't matter. I doubled my money on them. So
Oh, we got an offer on a jersey. Let's see what it is. The Eddie George Tennessee Titans jersey. $25. That's actually right on the sell. That was all the comps are at 20. I have it listed for 32, but all the comps that sold were 25. So
I've been getting messages. People, they're getting so short with their messages that they send me. I'll get this message. It will say just $10 $10, and I reply back, "NO."
oh, let me see. I had a good one the other day.
I get that all the time. I start my listings out at $14.99. Oh, $10. No, $14.99 is the opening bid. I won't sell it. I'll throw it out before I go lower. If you don't want it, it ain't worth my time. So
I'm trying to find those models you were talking about.
Yeah, like it had like a little bit of a spine or something, or
oh, they were at
105.
how much?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
105.
they were up to 75 at one point when I saw them.
Yeah.
shit, yeah. I told you $30.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Before we get out of here, here's the message I got. Here. Oh, people must have no life. So I have a listing of like the NASCAR AM FM radio headsets back in the day. You go listen to the race on the AM, but they were like the earmuffs. But these was Tide Racing. I got them for like $2 over at Enola. I'm on there for $39.99. Guy messaged me. Is there a vintage battery inside the battery compartment by chance? I buy and collect vintage 9-volt batteries. I said there may have been it originally, but I took it out because it didn't work. Obviously, I mean these things are from the 90s, and I said I put my 9-volt battery in there, but I took it out and it's not included in the listing. Okay, thank you. I was just wondering. I see old listings and I look for batteries. I look for old vintage 9-volt batteries.
It's a collector for everything.
Well, how do you even save a search like that? You know, if you collect swatches, you can save a swatch, and every time a new swatch is listed, it will come up. But what do you just put? Because I don't have 9-volt battery in my listing on that.
No, yeah, no one puts 9-volt.
No,
you know, and if it is, it's a 9-volt.
He's searching random electronic stuff.
Yeah,
and just
sending this message to like 1,000 people a day. I got one last week.
Oh my God.
I got one last week. The guy goes, I have an electronics store that's closing. Would be interested in selling stuff for me. And I said, well, thanks, but no.
But I'll buy stuff from you.
I didn't even ask. It wasn't that kind of electronics. I think it was like electrical. Plumbing and conduits.
Yeah, no.
I bought a bunch of stuff, and it's a slow sale. It's good profit if you get this stuff cheap, but you sit on it for years. I'm not doing consignment for somebody. I've got thousands of items I'm backlogged with.
You were at that one auction this is years ago, Ron. Remember that one auction, Joe? We stopped by. I thought Ron was there buying motors. Maybe it was him and Kurt. It was in some back ass alley of Harrisburg.
Yeah. Nash's New Cumberland. It was down by the river.
Oh, was it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, they did a lot of rebuilding of alternators and stuff. And other motors.
Ron's in there buying motors left, right.
I did well with that sale, but they said, okay, we want everyone out of here at 5, no exceptions. So I wasn't done loading, so I had to leave. So I took a picture of my stuff. I get back there the next day, first thing, to pick up the rest of my stuff. And the good motors that I bought, I think I spent like $200 on this lot. They were gone. And fucking Cordier gave me a $5 check. I'm like, no, I did not spend 5 on that one. 200. And I know who took it because he had tape up, and then these motors were on the bottom. So whoever bought the stuff on top, all that's there, they took it. And then they were there after 5 when they said no exceptions because I was there until 5. I remember that. I was there.
Yeah, I remember that sale. I was like, holy hell, there was motors and scrap and everything else there. But all right. Well, we'll get out of here. And like I said, join us on all the socials. Stay tuned for next week. I'm not sure what the top 5 will be, but it may just be the top 5 odors. So keep that in mind. And we can't say Joe after Mexican night. Joe after taco night cannot be used as worst odors.
No, they don't bother me.
Okay, Taco Tuesday.
I know what Joe's will be. His number 1.
Oh yeah, put me on the dark green that day.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at this. It was that trip to Kutztown.
Yep.
Or was it Kutztown or whatever that was? That tattoo shop.
Yep.
That was the worst.
Yep.
I've never smelled anything that bad.
I never tasted anything that bad.
Yeah, it was so bad you could taste it. All right, everybody, we will leave you at that. Until next week, enjoy yourselves and have a good time picking and selling.
Yeah.
Later.